The Galaxy S25 Ultra or the OnePlus 13R? Which one of these phones is right for you? Let's take a look straight ahead. Guys, it's Al from Techaeris. I'm here with another video, and we are going to take a look at two smartphones that are available this year. Two of the more popular ones on the market. One is very expensive, and the other is easy on the wallet. That is the OnePlus 13R right there on the table, and that is the Galaxy S25 Ultra. I just finished the review on the S25 Ultra. You can check that out on the site. And I am in process of taking a look and reviewing the OnePlus 13R. And what prompted me to do this video is the fact that this OnePlus 13R has impressed me quite a bit since I've got a hold of it. And I think that some of you would be better served with this actual phone, which is half the price of the S25 Ultra. So if you're looking at either one of these phones, this video might help you out a little bit. Let's jump into that. All right, guys, let's jump into this comparison of the Galaxy S25 Ultra and the OnePlus 13R. Again, this is not going to be a direct comparison. This is not an apples to apples kind of deal here. What I am simply trying to do is try to give those of you who might be looking at the S25 Ultra and considering the 13R as an option to at least maybe help you understand the differences and give you a little bit of my thoughts on what I would do if I was in this situation. Obviously, these phones are drastically different price point. I mean, the S25 Ultra is at $1,300. Yeah, you can get a lot of deals, and you can get instant cash right now with Samsung, and I will link that all down below. The 13R is half the price, in some cases, and probably even more than half a price less than the S25 Ultra. I think it runs at $600, so you're talking a difference of $700. But OnePlus also offers deals where you can get cash back on trade-in phones, so you know that is an option as well. Again, these are distinctly different phones. The S25 Ultra is running a quad camera setup, whereas the 13R is running a triple camera setup, and the cameras are drastically different in megapixels and the resolution, also in zoom capability and video recording. I believe the Samsung S25 Ultra records up to 8K, but do you really need 8K? That is the question. So there's also a lot more party tricks within the Samsung camera app itself, but you know, I took some pictures and some video. We'll roll those in a little bit, but I took some pictures and video, and I just did it as most people would. The average user is not going to worry about settings. They are just going to point and shoot, and that's it. I mean, there hardly anybody goes into the settings of a camera in a phone. Most people just point and shoot and just use what's available to them at the moment. And that's pretty much the majority of users, and that's why I think that the cameras on the 13R are going to do just as well for people. People will, what I'll say is the average user is going to be happy with the 13R performance, and for the price, they are going to be ecstatic. There's nothing wrong with the pictures and the videos coming out of 13R. And the pictures and videos coming out of the S25 Ultra are just as good. Some of them are better. You know, conditions play a big part in camera performance, so it depends on where you're taking photos and who you're taking photos of, what the lighting conditions are. So many factors that go into that. But let's take a look real quick. Now that we're just talking about cameras, let's go ahead and just take a look at a few of these photos. And these photos were all taken side by side, one after the other, in the same condition, in the same settings, the same lighting conditions in the same room as each other. So these are all unedited. I'm just going to put them up there on the screen for you guys to take a look at and just decide for yourselves on which camera looks better. So you tell me which one of these cameras looks better to you in the comments below. And keep in mind that the display that you're looking at the pictures on makes a difference as well. Every display shows a picture differently as far as color saturation goes, and as far as the dynamics go. There's so many variables in photography. Let's roll the video that I took with these phones. First, let me roll the front-facing camera video, which has audio so you can hear the mics. I took this in a kind of semi-dark room in my office without my studio lights on. So let's take a look. Alright guys, this is the front-facing camera on the OnePlus 13R in 1080p at 30 frames per second, I do believe, and that is all you can shoot on this particular camera. On the front facer is 1080p, no 4K, but currently I'm in a kind of not a brightly lit room. I don't have any of my studio lights on. I only have the lighting in the back here on. And that is it. And that's what this camera looks like inside and indoors. Alright guys, this is the camera on the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra, the front-facing camera in UHD 30 frames per second. Just doing a quick comparison between this and the OnePlus 13R. Also the mics. What you're hearing here in the audio are the mics on the S25 Ultra, and the previous one was the mic on the 13R from OnePlus. So I am in the same exact room with the same exact lighting, front-facing camera on the S25 Ultra. All right, now let's roll the video. This video rolling right now was taken outdoors on an overcast day, and it's just straight out of the camera. This is 4K, 30 frames per second. Nothing spectacular here, just us walking along the street. So, I mean, it's just, for example, is all it is. There's no editing done to this, and the front-facing camera is actually running 1080p at 30 frames per second. So this is 4K at 30 frames per second. So you be the judge of what this video looks like. All right, as far as performance goes, the Samsung S25 Ultra is running the Snapdragon 8 Elite made for Samsung chip inside, which is the top of the line chip you're going to get from Qualcomm for mobile, and it's tuned specifically for the Galaxy phones. Now, the 13R is running a Snapdragon as well, but this is the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 mobile platform. It's not the Elite. But I don't really see a huge difference in performance for everyday users. You are going to get better performance on the Elite on the Samsung when it comes to gaming and video and like shooting 8K video. You are going to get a better performing chip in the Elite platform, but it is still the 13R still is respectable, and I think the average user is not going to see a difference in what they do. As far as RAM goes, they both have 12 gigs of RAM. I believe they are both running LPDDR5X RAM inside of them, and so they both come with 12 gigs of RAM, which is fantastic. As far as the display goes, they're both AMOLED displays. The resolution on the 13R is 2780 by 1264 at 450 ppi, while the Samsung is running a 6.9-inch display. The 13R is 6.78, so it's a little smaller, but the 6.9-inch display on the Samsung is a 1440 by 3120, 1959 with a 498 ppi on it. So the display on the Samsung it's much nicer in terms of resolution and pixel density, but really for the price, the 13R has a fantastic display. Looks really nice. The anti-reflective coating on the Samsung is a little bit nicer to have in certain situations, especially outdoors in bright sunlight, but really for the price at $600, the 13R is fantastic. I really like that display on that phone, but I really like the Samsung as well. So I mean, I'm not taking anything away from the Samsung, just so you know. Just the fact that the OnePlus can compete with it is pretty impressive. As far as batteries go, the Samsung has a 5,000 milliamp hour battery, and the 13R has 6,000 milliamp hour battery, and that battery is fantastic. It is a day and a half, 2-day, life battery life beast. As far as the other thing I want to talk about is Samsung only gives you a USB-C cable in the box. It does not give you anything else other than that, besides a SIM eject tool. But the OnePlus 13R comes with a very long USB-C cable and a fast charging brick. So Samsung doesn't do that anymore. You are getting a huge value add with that in the box. So I'm very impressed with that. So yeah, the final verdict here is if you're looking for a really nice phone that's going to perform well, take great pictures, take great video, not the same level as the Samsung Galaxy or an iPhone 16, but almost pretty close to that. I think most regular users and average users are going to be very happy with the OnePlus 13R at a price of $600. They're saving $700 in some cases over the Samsung S25 Ultra. So, and you can get deals on the 13R. So make sure you look into that. You can save up to $100 with trade-ins, and you can get free earbuds with your order. So I'll link all that down below. But really, guys, when it comes down to it, if you're that user that's looking for a really nice mid-range phone that's going to provide you great performance and better specifications than something like a budget phone, the 13R is a great choice. So I suggest you take a look at that. Hey, why don't you guys hit that notification bell, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Thank you so much for watching. I've been out this week. I've been nursing a bad back, so I wanted to get a video out, so I decided to do this video. And we got more videos coming next week. I have the ThinkPad X9 15-inch coming next week. I know some of you are excited for that. I'm excited for that. So in the meantime, make sure you share this video. This reason I put this video out is because I need to get back in the algorithm. I don't want to be out of the algorithm. I got to get in there. Otherwise, YouTube forgets about you. So make sure that you like this video, share the video, and subscribe if you're not subscribed, and like, and do all the things the algorithm wants. But most importantly, make sure you guys take care of each other, take care of yourselves, and we will talk to you on the other side.